Hello, this is Dr. Kumara. I am the author and the developer of Jyotisha Deepika Pro 2024 Release 1 software. And welcome to this instructional video where we look at the process for license activation. When you install the software, it typically installs as a evaluation version which works for 7 times. With a license fee, once you pay the license fee, a license file will be sent to you, which will remove this limitation of 7 times and then convert the software license into a perpetual license. And that is what is called as license activation. So, in the last video, we have seen how to install Jyotisha Deepika Pro 2024. In this video, I'll pick up from the point forward when we have installed Jyotisha Deepika. There is a desktop icon that you can actually see here. And I've double clicked that, and this is the page that I'm coming to. This is the opening screen. Now, on the first top here, it is written as machine hardware ID and a set of alphanumeric characters are there. This is what is known as the machine ID for the machine on which you have installed the software. This is going to be unique for each machine. Now, this machine ID is actually required in order to process a license key for a perpetual license. So what you need to do is basically click on the save button. This is nothing but a simple text file. So you save the hardware ID onto your desktop and it is going to save it as a simple text file. I've just saved it and you can see that there is the hardware ID that is here. And then you need to attach that file as an email attachment and send it to me at kumara.sanjay@jyotishadeepika.com. Now this screen basically is the first screen which is shown when you are evaluating the software. So for each use, you will see how many times you have used the software and how many users are left. But once you activate the perpetual license, this screen is no longer going to be shown on the software. You will directly enter into the default application. Once you have paid the license fee, so please remember this hardware ID, sending it to me is not required for evaluation version. You can simply click on the continue evaluation button and then use the software. Also note that during the evaluation period also, the functionality of the software is 100% the same as the perpetual license version. So you can actually use it for professional work to predict for clients. You can do that. But the only limitation is it works 7 times and after that you need to have a different license with which you can activate the perpetual use of the software. So once I send you the license key, that license key will also be sent as an email attachment. What is recommended is you have to download that file and save it onto your desktop. If you can see here, I've just created a demo license file and I've saved it to my desktop. Always remember, this license file will have a file extension as .license. So anything, the name of the file, .license is basically a license file. You should save it to the desktop. I recommend that you make a copy of this file and save it somewhere else also, along with the copy of the installer from which you installed Jyotisha Deepika. This will help you in case you reformat your machine and you have to reinstall the software and reactivate the license. This will help you. Now, in this screen, there are 3 buttons. So there is the button called activate license. So once you have saved the license key to the desktop, you can click on the activate license button as I'm doing it now. The moment you click the activate license button, it gives you a window which says select the license file. So it is basically asking you to show where you have saved the license file. So I'll move to the desktop and you can see that in the desktop, I have the license file here. I'll select the file. Either you can double click it or you can single click and then select open. And the moment that happens, license is automatically activated. So what the system will do is basically it will take the license file from your desktop. You can actually see that the license file is gone from the desktop. It will move it into the application directory and it will activate the license. So you get this message box saying license activation was successful. And now, henceforth, you don't need to see this opening screen. So the moment I click OK, so this is the last time you're going to see the screen once you have activated the license. What you need to do is just exit this. So don't press continue evaluation. Please exit from the software. And then you relaunch the software from the desktop icon. And you can see that the software opens as a perpetual license. Now, before we close, I just want to clarify a few things for you. So, one of the important things that you should understand is each license is tied to a particular machine. So, one license when you buy, you can use the software on one physical machine only. Now, many people ask this question, what will happen if I reformat that machine? Suppose there is a virus attack or something like that and I reformat the machine, what should I do? That is the reason why I recommend that you save the copy of the installer and also the license file in a safe place. You can simply go ahead, reinstall the application once your Windows is installed. You reinstall the application and 99% the same license key will hold because you have not changed the machine hardware. Please remember, hardware ID, this hardware ID file will only change. So this is the normal hardware ID. This is how it looks. This will only change when there is a significant change to the hardware of the machine. So simply reinstalling Windows will not change this ID. So you can, and since the license key is based on this ID, you can use the same license key. Now suppose you lose the computer somewhere, or it's, you have sold it off to somebody and you want to buy a new computer and then you want to run Jyotish Deepika on that. So typically what you have to do is, before even you sell the computer to somebody, please uninstall the software, uninstall Jyotish Deepika Pro from that old machine, and also send me back the license key that I had issued to activate. Now without these two things, we will not be able to issue a new license key to you. You have to first uninstall the software, you have to send the license key back to me and delete whatever license key you had saved on your machine. This is required so that we deactivate your old license, and for the new machine, you need to again send me this hardware ID. So once you install, again it's the same process. It will show you the hardware ID, the opening screen will come up, and using the same process that I described before, you can activate the second license. Now, if you already have one machine, you're running Jyotish Deepika licensed version on it, and then you want to buy another machine, or you have an office machine on which you want to install, then you have to go for the second license. Now for the second license, you don't have to pay the full price. Typically we offer it at a 50% discount. So if the full license is 7,000, you have to pay 3,500 for an additional license. So like that, additional licenses you can purchase. So this is typically about how license activation is done. I hope this video was helpful, and please watch this video before you activate your license. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned until the next instructional video. Thank you.